Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Rich New Design, and this is somebody who just came blazing into the Tuber Chat family with engagement, not just with us, but with everybody who they started supporting. They were probably already supporting a bunch of people, but they had come into our community, and I immediately saw Rich New Design not only out there supporting others when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself, especially lately more and more, I see him hopping in on other people's StreamYard panels and sharing content that way. As a matter of fact, he's live right now and coming over soon. If I'm right, I think I saw the Jay Jordan on there a second ago on his channel, and he shares and has a lot of other people on his panels. Now, Rich New Design is somebody who is very proficient when it comes to all things digital, and when we talk about either YouTube itself or other social media or other things that can be done online, Rich New Design is one of these jack of all trades kind of guys. He does video editing, graphic design, sound design, and all things in between. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this incredibly engaging, somewhat hilarious, as a matter of fact, creator. He brings a lot of energy into our chat here and everywhere else that he goes, but he has a lot of fun, and he's done an incredible job of making himself a part of other people's community, including here in Tuber Chat, and then as well in building a community of his own on his own channel where they're very much engaged. So that's Rich New Design with 232 subscribers. I'm hoping everybody will connect with him if you haven't already, and thank you everybody for coming in. Today we're experiencing something a little bit different. You might notice that things look a little bit different. We had trouble starting the stream and everything else. Today is a very special day because I forget if it's Murphy's Law exactly how it goes, but whatever in the world can go wrong will, and I promise you this is one of those days. So I don't have my hair gel, so I'm not the dashingly good-looking host you're used to here. I am just barely getting over a cough that doesn't seem to want to quit. At the very last second, when I came in to do this live stream, which we never do on Wednesday nights, I found that Streamlabs had updated, the music stream kicked itself off, the plugins don't want to work, I forgot one of my webcams, the mic doesn't want to work the way I want it to, nothing seems to want to work, and because of the update, all of the streams that are set up for the next few days probably won't connect, including this one here. So the reason why I make so much fun about what's going on today, even though it's behind the scenes, and usually you shouldn't bother talking about this stuff, but I hope that everybody will take inspiration from the idea that, listen, I can't look my best today, I can't sound my best, and I certainly can't be my best. But we're going to go on anyway, because someday down the road, after we've hopefully done 900 and something episodes of this, not very many people are ever going to remember episode number 467 of Tuber Chat. But for today, it absolutely does matter, all of the connecting that everybody's going to do in the stream. And again, for those of you who are fairly new to Tuber Chat, you may not have heard me mention it before, but that's exactly why we call it Tuber Chat, not Tuber Guy or Tuber Man or Tuber Thing or Tuber Fun or any of that other stuff, because the action here happens in the chat. I'm just here to fill in time for 2 hours while we look at different channels so that I can get to know them and introduce them to you as well. But the action is really in the chat. So forgive me everybody for the silliness. I've really not caught anything in the chat that's happened so far. I do appreciate everybody coming in, especially at such an uncommon time. I have a few names on the wheel already, and you'll have to excuse me because I'm literally like having to wolf down a cough candy here while we're trying to talk. But Runneth Over Garden and Life is on the wheel with Crocheting with Leanne. Scratch and PPA, of course, who is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive, is on the wheel. He is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. So much a staple, and a pillar in the Tuber Chat community, that again today I received a message from a creator on Instagram saying, "Hello, Pete," because we talk about Scratch and PPA every single day. So there's another lesson in that, and forgive my long speeches today, but there's been something that's been on my mind, and I kind of want to mention this, right? So I connect with a lot of creators, a lot of people. I'm very fortunate to have lots of conversations outside of this on Instagram or Facebook or wherever else, right? And a lot of creators reach out with a lot of different things. Some are worried about their own channels, as we all are, and some are more focused on what they can do for others. But there's a bit of a lesson in there. So I just want to show you what I talk about, for those of you who've been with us many times before, when I talk about generosity, right? So I mentioned Scratch and PPA as a shining jewel in the Superchat family. Michael's Adventures also comes to mind when I speak like this. This is a creator. He's with us every chance that he can be, but he just can't be here every single day due to a work schedule. He always makes sure that I mention to everybody he's thinking about us when he can't be here, but he does so much for creators in the background that nobody ever knows about. I get to know, and what we're talking about mostly is running playlists for creators, but he doesn't necessarily reach out to every single creator to let them know he's running their playlist. He has often, over the last couple of years, asked me who needs help, who can I run playlists for, and things like that. When I talk about creators like Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, and there are many more, but I just want to put a lesson out there as an idea. When you think about the attention that these creators get, and if you've ever been to Scratch and PPA's channel for a premiere, you'll understand what I'm talking about. He seems to be everywhere all the time supporting other creators, but just as an example with one particular creator, and forgive me for putting the focus on myself, Scratch and PPA has been here in the Tuberchat family for over 400 episodes. I think it's 430 or something like that. I've even lost count. Can you imagine that there could be somebody out there during your YouTube journey who is willing to support you for well over 800 hours of time? And I'm only talking on one channel. I'm not talking about the other channels I'm involved with and the other places I see him. That is a creator who is out there supporting me, knowing before he even started that it is impossible for me in any universe that exists to be able to repay the support that he has given to both me and the Tuberchat family. So I just put a lot of focus on this because I want everybody to understand. Of course, Scratch and PA is here again, like he always is, right? There are generous people out there. That's why we're here. That's what inspired Tuberchat in the first place, is because I get to know that there are a lot of generous creators out there. More than you can imagine, I promise you, no matter who's watching this and listening to this right now. More than you can imagine. And if they can just find each other, everybody will go so much farther and faster on YouTube than we ever all imagined. It will be just wonderful. And we see this happening right now. So forgive me, long emotional speech for today, but I just wanted to put that out there because, like I said, you know, we're not perfect today. We certainly never are anyway, but less so. This will end up having been one of the disaster starts to a stream. And unfortunately, it's on Rich New Designs day when he's being featured, because this creator, as soon as I reached out to them to let them know with almost no notice that they would be featured today, he in turn right away said, oh, okay, I'm going to make sure that all my people come over. We're going to be live. We're going to come and raid you right after. And when I got into his live stream just about a half an hour ago, sure enough, excuse me, that's what he was talking about. But either way, you know, you have this support that's out there from so many creators. It's almost fitting that I'm talking about Rich New Design today on a day where myself and Tuberchat actually needs that extra support, right? We don't, like, every stream is not a disaster, but out of 467, I promise you there's more than you think there probably was. Scratch and PPA, right there, like always, to help everybody understand. Come over, here's the new link. You know what I mean? And things like that. So I just wanted to put some focus on that. This is a very long beginning to a stream, but I did want to put some focus on rich new design as well as the stories that I'm telling here. So thank you for coming in. Rich New Design, and to anybody that's come over from their channel. My flock is everywhere. I see you here. Mr. Bones is here. Mr. Bones is a very well-respected moderator on a lot of different channels. He's been here with Superchat many times before and for a long period of time. Swoop Like Me is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel. And I also had the Bud Files and Rich Cat Ranch, if I didn't already mention them, on the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. But for those of you who are brand new to Tuber Chat, the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. After a little while, when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel, I'll add some names from our chat list. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member. We just put those channels up to give them a bit of a bonus and speed it up. But we expect to be here for anywhere from an hour and a half to about 2 hours today. So lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. The J. Jordan, there they are right there. I thought I saw them on Rich New Designs live stream when I went in there just to let them know that the stream had broke. We needed a new link. First Floor Audio was over there. Cooking with Miss Brown has been here in the Tuber Chat family for a very long time. Phase Yoda, Phase King, it's good to see you here. Home Bartending with John. I know it's very late for you, so thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Even if it's just for a moment, even if you're just coming by to say hello, give that thumbs up. Or if you're running the stream in the background, I appreciate that too. Horror Collector Friend, good to see you here for the first time. And for anybody that is brand new, like Papa's Kitchen, I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. At the last second, my webcam didn't want to work, so I have to use one on a laptop. I'm usually not looking up into the sky like this, but I appreciate you bearing with me here. Nikki D Music and More, thank you for coming in. They were over there with Rich New Design as well. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm going to start spinning the wheel. Now forgive me, because for all the talking I've done, I haven't read the chat even for a second. So forgive me for that. I don't mean to always miss, but I do during the first 10 or 15 minutes of every live stream. So if you have mentioned something that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Oh, and then thank you, First Floor Audio. Yes, we usually don't do live streams at this time. So I'll give you another small speech and try to make it quick. But for those of you who have been here before, you may not know that I work on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays outdoors during the good weather months. I'm in Ontario, Canada, so we do have all 4 seasons here. And pardon me, the days are starting to get shorter. You have to pardon me. I usually don't have cough candies while I'm talking, but I'll appreciate your patience. So we don't usually do live streams. We may not have ever done a Tuesday, Wednesday, or live stream in the last 2 years. I can't remember ever doing one. But now I have a bit of a tight schedule on Fridays. We're usually here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So my Fridays, unfortunately, are causing a situation where I haven't been able to stream. What I would like to do is keep up the frequency of doing 4 streams a week, even if I can't be here on Friday. So we'll try to do one Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'll mix those up, and then we'll be back Saturday, Sunday, and Monday like usual. Ron Mower, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a longtime friend of Tuber Chat as well. And then Rich Cat Ranch is up right now with 1,570 subscribers. So again, today's featured channel was Rich New Design. We looked at that channel for about 15 minutes there. And that is a dynamic creator who has really been impressive when it comes to not only making themselves a part of other people's communities, but building a great community around themselves that's a lot of fun and very engaging. So I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 300 subscribers we're thinking about. We feature a different channel every single day on Tuber Chat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. And the reason why we do that more than anything else is so that you have the opportunity to meet literally hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Hopefully the internet connection is okay. And I did try to correct the background music, so I just hit something and maybe the background music is working. I just wanted to be quiet for a quick second so you could let me know if you happen to hear the background music, and hopefully we'll have that working the way it should be. Mom Knows Treasures MKT, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And My Flock is Everywhere has a couple of channels, and Rich is doing a lot to help them, which is great. Ghostly Winds is in the house. Good to see you here. Ghostly Winds comes to us from Australia and has been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Rich Cat Ranch is up right now. And this creator, or this family of creators really, was featured not too long ago, just a couple of months ago here on Tuber Chat. I think it's a couple of months by now. But they also are incredibly supportive. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams as much as I can to support others, I run into Rich Cat Ranch regularly. They're always engaging conversation, very supportive of other creators. And I keep telling this same story, but they actually had a coincidence. On the day that we featured them, they happened to have a visitor at their place at that time, which is Mindforked, another creator who's here in the Tuber Chat family as well. That was really cool. Mindforked put out a video about that. I hope you'll go search them out and look for that. I'm just going to take the latest video from Rich Cat Ranch and put it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with them. They are fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. Pardon me. When we get there, I can't shut my mic off the way I usually do very quickly, so you have to pardon me. And then they do a weekly live stream as well. Oracles and Beyond is in the house. It's good to see you here. That's Cassie. And I know you were live before I started, but forgive me, I just got in and got set up for Tuber Chat. I was out for the day and not able to spend even a moment in there. Oracles and Beyond's been a long-time friend. She does oracle readings more than anything else and has friends that help with that on one of her 2 channels. Coach Sherry's in the house. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let me just get you onto the wheel. I'm hoping if I speak calmly enough, I may not cough as much as I have been for a while. I don't have the ability to use my mute as quickly as I used to do for today. So Rich Cat Ranch, hopefully we can push towards the 1,600 subscribers that they're thinking about. And I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. There is another quick note, too, about Rich New Design being the featured channel for today. I believe that because they actually sent in a couple of friends, that's going to result in Tuber Chat crossing another milestone. We probably just hit 4,100 subscribers today. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. Let's spin the wheel. Rich Cat Ranch has sent us some friends as well. What you're going to find on their channel is passion for animals, love for life, respect for nature. That actually comes through in their videos. On around the time I was featuring them, I really went through some of their content, and they do a great job of showing us around. They come to us from the homesteading, ranching, farming, gardening, outdoor collection of channels, and a lot of these creators seem to have an instinct in them to want to share knowledge and resources. Not to mention we have a lot of creators in the Tuber Chat family now bringing us entertainment as well. But I find we have a lot to learn from these creators. At least I do. I'm sure most of us do. And I hope you'll join Rich Cat Ranch so you can see what I mean. The Bud Files is up right now. Pardon me. And with 693 subscribers, I'm hoping we can get them a little bit closer to that 700. We know they're thinking about it. Six Bows is back. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Prometheus Silent, it's good to see you as well. I really do appreciate everybody coming in for such an uncommon time for Tuber Chat, but I'm expecting from now on to be able to run a midweek stream every week, and probably on a different day, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. You know, I'm not at home now. I don't have a green screen either. That was the one thing I forgot to mention when I was saying the mic didn't work, the stream didn't work, I'm coughing, I don't have my beautiful gelled up hair that I usually have and everything else, but we're still here anyway. So I hope everybody can take inspiration in that. You know, YouTube, in no other place in life would I ever say that good enough is good enough, but on YouTube, luckily, sometimes good enough really is good enough, and it's better to just get content out there than to wait for it to be perfect. So the Bud Files is modern day archaeologists. What they do is uncover history and digitally preserve it in their content on their channel. And they post frequently. They've got all three types of content on their channel. I'm just going to put a notification on for a premiere that they've got coming up, and that's going to be, I believe, on Friday. Friday my time. I'm in the Eastern time zone. You can set your own notification for them there. I'm just going to grab their latest video though and put that into my catch-up list like I usually do, and that will help me keep caught up with them. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'll spin the wheel and we'll see what we're going to do about another channel coming up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time when I am on a phone especially. So Ghostly Wins is up right now from Australia. This is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, another previously featured channel, of course. Sometimes you wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year down the road or 2 years down the road during your YouTube journey. But much more than that, you will wonder who truly has your back. Who is truly going to bring to your attention both the positives and the negatives that they see inside and outside of your channel as they relate both to you and your community. And I know that's a bit of a long speech, but Ghostly Wins really is that kind of friend to me. They have been for a very long time. When I talk about generosity here, there's a lot of typical things that we see, but there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that are often even unexplainable. And I just hope that everybody will take inspiration from that as well and understand that there really are people out there far more generous than you're hoping for. Not that you don't believe in it, but that you might even be hoping for with your own channel, your content, your own YouTube journey. I promise you there's people out there who will truly take interest in your own success, in your positives. They will help you through the negatives, and they will truly want to push you. And for some people, it makes them feel good. You know, we would all probably like to think that we enjoy helping people, but there are a lot of people out there who actually do enjoy helping people, and they will be here for you, of course, right? So forgive me, my speech is falling apart, but it's getting a little bit long, and you know what I mean. Forgive me, Oracles and Beyond, I keep doing this to you, but Sunday Night Crime Time is actually Cassie's second channel, and I should have put it on the wheel as soon as I saw Oracles and Beyond in the chat, but I've got them on there right now. Queen Tans, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So forgive me, I spun the wheel a little bit quick there, but look at that luck. I forgot to put Sunday Night Crime Time on the wheel. As soon as I did, they came up right away. So somebody's looking out for you there. Mitchell and Doll, good to see you in the house. Mitchy Boo and Mitchell and Doll are actually the same creator. We'll look at both of their channels when we get them up here. When we look at the content behind Ghostly Wins on their channel, we see a creator that posts frequently. They usually post almost daily when it comes to videos when they can, and they often stream about once a week. What they bring us is retro video gameplay, and for anybody that grew up like I did, you don't have to grow up with it, but for anybody who's enjoyed Nintendo and Sega classic kinds of games from literally the end of the 80s into the 90s and things like that, you'll find a lot of these titles with Ghostly Wins both in videos and live streams. But they're able to introduce us to games that we might not have already seen, being like a true, I don't want to use the word fanatic, but truly a fan of a lot of the games that came out in that era from both those systems and from outside. When you join Ghostly Wins for a live stream, you can literally feel the energy in this creator. You will feel the fun that they're having while they play and keep engaged with the chat. Of course, you'll get a warm welcome, and you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're in there as well. Thank you, Rich New Design. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. You know, I know not everybody can be here every day, or certainly not for 2 to 2.5 hours every time we stream, or anything even close to that. So I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly, even if you're just giving a thumbs up, and even if it's late for you. I know today's a very different time slot for our live stream. So I do appreciate it that much more today. So next up is Sunday Night Crime Time. Pardon me, and let's see what they've got going on their channel for today. And just looking through the chat here. Now, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We did, of course, have a problem where our stream didn't start at first. I don't know if Jeremy D-Day made it over or not. Sunday Night Crime Time is coming up right now. And this is the same creator behind Oracles and Beyond. I'll show you their second channel, their original channel, in a moment. This is one that Cassie has started with Molly, and they've already started live streaming and simulcasting some stuff here. They've got 166 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Cassie is letting us know that they're expecting to be live on Monday again. And we know that true crime is a huge category when it comes to podcasting. So it's great to see that they're bringing this kind of content to YouTube as well. It certainly is a great place for it. We're looking forward to seeing what more Cassie and Molly are going to do with this channel. And I'm going to go over to Oracles and Beyond now. What you'll find over here more than anything else are live streams where you're able to get oracle readings for yourself, not just from Cassie the host, but from her friends. They hop in on StreamYard panels and are able to give you different perspectives. So the idea, of course, is that they can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what's happening now, what might be to come. And it's a lot of fun, and she has an incredibly engaged audience over there and a wonderful community. Oracles and Beyond has been with Superchat pretty much from the beginning. It's been that long. So long I forget how long, as a matter of fact. And it's wonderful to have that problem, right? Our stories now go not from weeks and months, but into years. So Oracles and Beyond is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. And there's all 3 types of content on this channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams when we get there. Grubby the Beagle, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now that we're going into doing streams at uncommon times like this, it's more so important that I kind of remind everybody, if you have the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly, because it helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you do those wonderful things like sharing. So I'll appreciate that. Come Hither with Heather is also here from Australia. So I'll get them onto the wheel, and before we talk about Coach Sherry, who's been with us for a very long time, I'm going to look at what I could do about adding a couple of more names onto our wheel from our chat list. I have a robot in the background that helps me with this. It's a paid robot, but I use it on all my channels now, actually, and it's called Botissimo. You recognize the messages in the chat. Oh, did I not put home bartending with John on the wheel either? I should have had home bartending with John on the wheel already. I'm not sure if they're still here or not, but that's... Oh, there they are. Okay, there's home bartending with John. For any of the members, they're supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. If I forget to put you on the wheel, please don't be shy to nudge me, because I would rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. I know if you're on a phone, it's difficult to see the names on my list under the wheel, but if you can notice that, or if you notice that I don't happen to mention putting you on the wheel, just please let me know. I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody, and Scratch and PPA usually has to clean a lot of those up. So, of course, I really appreciate his help. Crocheting with Leanne is here with almost 2,400 subscribers. So this creator's gone through a little bit of a roller coaster the last week or so between different accounts and things like that. But they've got their main channel up, running. They're posting like crazy to get all their content back up. They have... been fully monetized, so lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Crocheting with Leanne is an incredibly kind-hearted creator who immediately had impact both in the Tuber Chat community and on myself as soon as they got here. They are somebody who can often be found saying things like, if there's anything I can do, let me know. They constantly want to help. I'm lucky enough to be able to... Excuse me. Pardon me for that. I'm lucky enough to be able to talk to Crocheting with Leanne frequently, and I talk to many creators out on the other social networks like Instagram particularly. Anybody can reach out to me anytime. It's always Tuber Chat, but I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. I love talking YouTube. But Crocheting with Leanne has a lot of exciting things coming up on her channel, including interviews, whether or not I was supposed to mention that. I'm sure she'll forgive me, but we have that to look forward to. And then as well, when we look at her channel, she absolutely wants to help people grow and hit different milestones. So you'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there. You can see a schedule. She's posting like 6 times a week here. When she does crochet, she does scarf, shawls, blankets, ponchos, graphgans, and much more. But then as well, she writes patterns for other creators to be able to take inspiration from her creations as well. Drew's Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I should have taken off... let me see if I can show you how to do something. Forgive me, Crocheting with Leanne. I'm going to get moving towards the next channel in a moment, and I'll get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. I forgot to do something, and I don't know why I forget this. I should have done this because I knew a raid was coming in from Rich New Design. If anybody's watching and can't get into the chat yet because of the time limit, pardon me for that. We always keep that on because it really does help us with, we don't have a lot of trolling, luckily, and things like that go on right now. But I'm just going to show you how you can change that time limit. When you get into the settings for your live stream, you can come over into the subscribers only mode, and you can take that right off if you want, or change it to any duration. And that will allow people to come in. Here on Tuber Chat, I keep it pretty tight because we want to make sure that people get a chance to see what we're doing before coming in, so that they can make a decision as to whether Tuber Chat is something they want for their channel, because it's not for everybody. Everybody could understand that, of course. But Drew's Adventures, thank you for being here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel. channel in no time if that's what you would like. I don't know why my red line is not on the latest video from Scratch and PPA, because I was there. I was listening, not interacting. And like I said, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I tend to be out away from the computer. Sometimes I can be on the phone, but certainly not if I'm driving. All that fluff and stuff. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let me just put this in my catch-up list, and I'll make sure to rerun it. Scratch and PPA puts out premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And then the Gambler After Dark. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. If there is anybody who was watching and waiting for that time limit on the chat, forgive me for not remembering to change that before we started, but you should be able to come right into the chat now for anybody that has already subscribed. And thank you to anybody that's come over from Rich New Design. He was live earlier and he's our featured channel for today. When we look at Scratch and PPA, I've talked about this creator quite a bit today. He is truly, I keep using the same term, but a shining jewel in the Superchat family. And this is somebody who lives wholeheartedly both on and off of YouTube by giving much more than they expect to receive from others. Scratch and PPA is here, you know, for every single stream, and it's unbelievable to think about that after 467 episodes. I forget for the life of me. I think he even reminded me, so forgive me for that. But it was around 30 episodes or something like that where Scratch and PPA had come in. It might be less than that. It might have been 23. I forget the number. But Scratch and PPA had come in and has been here for almost, like, I think every single stream, with the exception only of one. Now, not everybody can do that, so it's not that I want to play favorites or anything like that, but when you wonder why does everybody put so much focus on Scratch and PPA, because he literally does absolutely everything he possibly can for others all the time. And if you can join him for one of the premieres that runs on Tuesdays at 12:15 Eastern, you will see a live chat that runs faster than TuberChat, faster than most you've ever seen on YouTube. And all of the support that he gives to others comes back in a rush and flood of support for him within 15 to 20 minutes every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. It makes it really fast-paced, really high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Come Hither with Heather, I finally caught for a live stream the other day. Again, it was a while since I was able to get in there, but I was happy to catch you. Scratch and PPA has over 1,300 subscribers right now. We vaguely remember when this creator was climbing through the 900 towards 1,000 and kind of just skyrocketed right past that, it seems. So hopefully everybody will connect with him if you haven't already, especially today. I know we got a few new people in the chat. If you haven't already connected with Scratch and PPA, we're literally talking about one of the very most supportive creators that I have met in 5 years on YouTube. Periodic Boy Tips, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, pardon me, I'm just struggling trying to hold a cough back here. Scratch and PPA brings you in his content interactive series, and what I mean by that is you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do, so it sets his series apart, makes it unique, a lot of fun to be a part of. And you can notice as well that presentation has always been on the forefront of Pete's mind, because right from his very first video, people have talked about his impressive video editing skills, not to mention his social media. The way he's been able to marry in the outside social networks is inspirational, and probably nothing less, as a matter of fact. Not to mention his thumbnails obviously have a lot of work put into them, even though they are very much similar. You can see that the content from the channels is put into those, and they match the banner and the avatar, and the banner changes up, the social media changes up, and things like that. So it's kind of unbelievable. But Hopefully you'll connect with him and see what I'm talking about, and what the hype is all about, because I know everybody talks about Scratch and PPA probably every day. Swoop Like Me is coming up right now. This is another longtime friend of Superchat, and they happen to be here as a member. So members always get put onto our wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. So it's time for me to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list. I already put Cooking with Miss Brown on there. I'm going to put My Flock is Everywhere, and Mr. Bones is going to come up as well. I spoke about that creator just for a moment at the beginning, because I had walked in on Have Cheetahable View, who's another longtime friend, and they were really giving an unbelievably hyped up speech for Mr. Bones at the time. And it shows how well respected that creator is. Homestead Enchiladas, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Swoop Like Me is here with 1,350 subscribers. This is a creator who is out driving a truck most often when I found them during live streams. They do pure variety on their channel. You can see this as a dynamic creator. You can see that they're always having fun, smiling, laughing. They always engage their audience, and they have a community around them that's very engaged and very much loves them. You'll find that as soon as you get there. They've got all three types of content, of course, with shorts, videos, and live streams. It's great to see some of these shorts are starting to get some activity, and there's some exciting new news from YouTube about monetization when it comes to the YouTube Partner Program, and shorts are a part of that. Scratch and PPA had brought that to my attention. A few people sent it over, but hopefully everybody here is following the YouTube Creators YouTube channel, where they send out new videos and information. As well, I hope everybody's looking at your analytics as much as you can possibly stand, because I promise just reading them and starting to understand them will help your YouTube channel, your videos, your journey all together. But inside your YouTube Studio dashboard, they will often post things like the videos that they make for us to kind of describe the different things that are coming up. And it's a great way to keep apprised up to updates and changes and things like that, if that makes sense. So Swoop Like Me is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel, and hopefully we can push them towards the 1,400 that they're thinking about. Runneth Over Garden and Life is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Pardon me. And 693 subscribers. This is Nina and Boyce. They live in Texas right now. And let me just read their about page again so I don't get this. Their channel is about everyday living, gardening, do-it-yourself videos, crafts, recipes, and other shenanigans. You can see that these creators are always having fun, always smiling, always laughing. Look at the fun that these creators have. I keep going back to another video. I'm going to stop doing this eventually, but like, look at these guys, how much fun they have. And you see it in the thumbnails. You can see, especially when you start getting through some of their content, how much I want to say chemistry. I mean, that's obvious, but the dynamic between these two creators, I know that you use that word a lot as well, is really something remarkable. So they're doing some shout outs here as well. I'm just going to take that shout out video, put it into my catch up list so I can stay caught up, and you see that they've got a lot of shorts too, and a couple of these are starting to get some activity. Hopefully we see more of that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody is still active, we should get around to everybody. And then if you've mentioned something that I've missed, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Good Times Homestead. Jen and Steve is in the house, and they happen to be a member, so I'll get them on the wheel right away. Let's spin. And next up is going to be Cooking with Miss Brown. She's a longtime friend of Superchat, another creator with more than one channel. We'll look at both of those in a second. Oh, today's featured channel is Rich New Design. They were live actually right before we started. It was just coincidence because I picked that channel with short notice. I thought I'd be doing this stream right now tomorrow, but I ended up with an opportunity to do it today, so I wanted to get it happening as quick as we could, because we're experimenting now with Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I let Rich New Design know that they were about to be featured just a few hours ago, and they let me know, like, oh wow, they're going to be live anyway, so they'll be able to come and raid, which they did, and that was fun. And I got a chance to spend a few minutes in their live stream right while I started setting up for this stream here, which of course didn't work, by the way. And thank you everybody for coming over after checking out that broken link, and thank you to Scratch and PPA again for helping direct the traffic over here, because it's absolutely necessary when these things go wrong. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, by the way, I hope you will. They really do help, especially if you gave a thumbs up already in the first scheduled live stream. Of course, we start from zero again when we have to set up a new stream, so I'll appreciate it greatly. Cooking with Miss Brown is up here right now. She's a long time friend of Superchat. She's given unbelievable support both here and in our copyright-free music channel. I think she supports on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. She brings delicious looking content. Obviously, I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos here so I can get caught up a little bit. She does a lot of live streaming. You might hear her singing or chatting with other StreamYard panelists. I'm just going to hit her second channel, Miss Brown's Family, and this is where we get a little bit more of a behind-the-scenes look at Cooking with Miss Brown as well, the creator behind the channel. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos from here as well and put that in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. This channel has 790 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 800 that they're thinking about. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Nikki D Music and More is going to come up onto the wheel now, and My Flock is Everywhere is a channel I've seen before, but this is the first time they're here in a Superchat live stream, and I haven't already connected with them, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes, so I'll take this 14-minute video, add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Mitchy Boo just dropped a super chat. They've done that many times before, so I'm going to put that channel up right away, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. This creator actually has two channels, so we're going to look at Mitchell and Doll in another moment. On Mitchy Boo, they've got almost 3,500 subscribers, and I always say of channels over 3,000 that we probably have much to be learned from those creators, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of the length of the journey that they've already been through, right? We know that it takes a bit to get to 3,000, so if you probably have some lessons that can turn around and be sent down to those who are on their way, right? And Mitchy Boo is fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We see that this creator is bringing us pure variety, but with a lot of delicious looking content there as well. I'm just going to hop over to Mitchell and Doll and see what they got going on this channel. And pardon me, I'm just making sure I don't have anything I need to address. Michelin Doll is here right now with almost 2,400 subscribers. So it's the same creator behind both of these channels. We get more variety here. Lots of shorts they're putting out. Hopefully these start to get some serious activity, and then they're keeping up to date with posting frequently on this channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them on both. Michelin Doll and Mitchy Boo is the same creator, but they've been incredibly supportive ever since finding TuberChat. So I appreciate that greatly. Mark the Shark is in the house, a longtime friend of TuberChat. They actually happen to be a moderator on our copyright-free music channel as well, and that is somewhere where you can meet friends virtually all the time. We have a virtual 24-hour live stream running over there. But all the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams, and it's all available over there on that channel as well as on all major music platforms. So Home Bartending with John is coming up right now, and we'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. I was immediately drawn to their channel as soon as they came into the TuberChat family. They are running a channel that's extremely unique, but it really hits home for me. In my past adult life, I have worked in a lot of bars and restaurants and nightclubs and things like that. So I'm really impressed by the home bar setup that Home Bartending with John has got here. Now, he does a lot of reviews on his channel, as you might expect. But what I really enjoy in this channel, and he's got some shorts here as well, he has a series of videos where he's offering to show us how to make some of the most popular cocktails in different variations. And what I mean by that is, for example, with a drink called an old fashioned, which is a classic, of course, right? There would be many different ways that people could make it based on the ingredients that they have. He will show you how to do it in a quick and easy way so that you can just get something quick done if that's what you want. He will show you kind of a variation based on pop culture. It could be from a song, a movie, a television show, or other, you know, kind of stories that are told about how things might be done. And then he'll show you the most traditional way as well, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will enjoy that as much as I have. 127 subscribers. This creator's here with us almost every single day, has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding TuberChat, and we'd love to push them towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. Mark the Shark is wolfing down some barbecue chips, which is all right. I had some good news from my doctor this week. I was expecting a phone call to have a quick talk and see if there's anything that I need to stop doing in any urgent situation or whatever, and it turns out everything's just fine. Doctor, and I actually went to a liver specialist as well. There's nothing wrong, I just had to have it looked at. But they both kind of said the same thing. They said try to walk a bit and lose a little bit of weight, and that's about it. It was funny too, because the liver specialist asked me, they're like, do you drink? And I'm like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 a week, not really. And I used to drink a lot more when I worked in the bars and nightclubs and stuff like that. And they're like, okay. They didn't say don't drink anymore. I thought that was gonna be it. I thought that was gonna be the phone call that says, dude, you are done, no more of that nonsense. And luckily that's not the case, so I will take it easy, but there's time, that's for sure. Mom Knows Treasures MKT is coming up on the wheel. Nikki D Music and More had already been put on there. Prometheus Silence has been added. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Pardon me. Almost done with this cough. Can't be much longer. Hilma Israel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Tristan Bell is another longtime friend of TuberChat. Good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @ mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I'm going to get Drew's Adventures onto the wheel as well, and we'll spin, and we'll see who's coming up next. If you gotta watch that stuff, right? Drew's Adventures. Yeah, if I settle down right now, they said there's time enough to reverse what nonsense I have caused, but I'm not in any bad shape or anything like that. I have gained a lot of weight over the last like 10 years or whatever it is. At one point in my life, I went on a diet and I was working out and all kinds of stuff, and I lost like 30 pounds in 2 months. I did it safely and properly. It's easy. We all know how to do it. Don't eat sugar, and that's it, right? And walk a bit. And so it works. So it's not like we don't know how to do it. It's just a question of motivation. And then easy enough, but thank goodness, right? So yeah, no green screen today, Mark the Shark. I'm actually in a different location. And if I could pick off about 6 different things that could have gone wrong today starting this live stream, there's at least that many. So we just push through anyway and keep going. But I'm just in a different location. I thought there was a green screen where I am. I didn't realize I'm not at home, and where I am, the person who's like lives here or whatever had actually got rid of the green screen that they did have, and I didn't bring mine with me. So mine is a portable one, which I love, but I'll have to either get another one or sort something else out. But we'll do that for next week. For today, this stream is here. I'll be back in my usual location for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then we'll continue on from there. But now we're probably, my Friday schedule all day and night I kind of filled my plate too full, and I can't seem to get a stream done on Friday. So we're going to try for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And as the days get shorter, where I am in Ontario, Canada, I should be able to do these things a little bit earlier. I shouldn't be always doing them around like, midnight Eastern time and things like that. They will scale back in the winter, December, January, February, March. I should be able to really mix them up. So hopefully that will be helpful to everybody. But we like to move them around just so that everybody gets the chance to meet creators from different time zones. Not everybody can come to Tuber Chat live streams, right? There's, different people with different life situations, work and different things. They can't make it to every stream. So it's great that we've been able to do a couple now at a different time so that a few more people can reach us. And then Rich New Design today, who's our featured channel, actually sent in a few friends from their live stream as well, and that really helped. Rich New Design is able to do all kinds of different work, including graphic design, video design, sound, animations, which is really, really cool. When you get to their channel, you get a taste of everything that they do. They do a lot of live streaming, and they're helping a lot of people grow. So Mom Knows Treasures MKT is a channel I'm still getting to know. They've been to Tuber Chat several times now, but we haven't had them on the screen very often. This is another time we're going to get that done. So I'm going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit, make sure I get to know their content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen while we're here in Tuber Chat is over time, I get to know the channels. The more often that you're here and the more often I put you up, and then as well over weeks and months when I watch videos and live streams, I get to know the content better. And then if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I enjoy getting to know creators that way as well. And anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Mom Knows Treasures MKT is at 405 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're thinking about. What on earth is going on with these vinyl records here? I'm getting stressed out because I still to this day buy vinyl records. I used to be a crazy, silly, fresh DJ. I've actually been doing a bit of that again Friday nights now. That's part of my Friday night speech. I intend to start streaming on my personal channel from a place that I've been working at. I'm not using vinyl records now. I'll probably break out a few of them at some point, but DJs are using computers more than anything else. Come Hither with Heather is coming up right now. Let's see what they got going on. But I always enjoy seeing vinyl records. I still buy vinyl to this day. There was another creator, I forget whose stream it was, this morning I think it was, and they were at a flea market or something, and I was looking to see if there was vinyl records there as well. It's my most expensive guilty pleasure, and I just can't seem to stop. If you ever follow somebody like Gary Vee, one of the, I think he's a billionaire, I'm not sure, but one of the motivational speakers, he's loaded and successful and all this or whatever, and he'll tell you, like, you know, if you want to be successful, if you want to buy a house, if you want to do all those things, then stop buying stupid things, right? Stop wasting your money on garbage. And so we can all find ways to defend our guilty pleasures, but that's one of mine, and I haven't been able to get out of that yet. Multi-Hunter247, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, I see. Mom Knows Treasures MKT say they sell vinyl on eBay. One of the reasons why I didn't get into selling any vinyl records on eBay is because I figure that it's way too easy to probably get, I don't want to use the wrong word, so let's say swindled by people, because there can be fanatics, right? I am certainly not an audiophile or stereophile or whatever that word is, where you're diligent about the sound quality and there can't be a speck of dust on your records or anything like that. Mine are destroyed. Like, my best records are the ones that have been used. They got scratches and pops and all that stuff in them, right? But I figure that people want to be very particular when it comes to that kind of thing. So I've done some eBay stuff. Actually, one of the guys that I work for has eBay store, and I help with that. I've probably shipped 1,000 packages, but no vinyl records, and I said we got to stay away from them because of that reason exactly. If people can't see it and touch it now and you ship it to them, they can complain about it later. But if you're having success with that, then that's great. I'll be looking forward to learning more about that as well. Come Hither with Heather, I managed to catch this morning for a live stream. See, where's your live stream from today? Did it not process, or something happened there? Something's up today. And Come Hither with Heather brings us paranormal investigations, explorations of abandoned locations, and then a lot of variety in between. They've been known to do shout-out videos. They've done a lot of live streaming. I actually joined them once on their panel too, which was really, really cool. Come Hither with Heather comes to us from Australia, and they've got premiere coming up tomorrow. I've got my notification on for that. I'm just going to take Werner's Adventures as well. This is a channel we see on the front page of Come Hither with Heather. These creators are partners and they bring us similar content. So when we get over to Werner's Adventures, we find that they're bringing more explorations of abandoned locations as well. Oh, they got to cut a bit out of that live stream. So you'll have to forgive me. I was watching it this morning while I was working on the computer. So for the time that I was there, which was not the whole time, I forget how long you'd been on before I even got in there. For the time that I was there, I certainly didn't catch everything, but I was happy to have been there for a small period. But if you cut that and put it back up, I'll be interested to see what I missed. Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you in the house. Another homesteading channel is here with us. Let me spin the wheel. Werner's Adventures now has 653 subscribers, so both them and Come Hither with Heather are working on 700 right now. I'm hoping we can push them both a little bit farther. Prometheus Silence is coming up, and this is a creator who's been with us frequently lately. We haven't had them up on the screen as much as we probably would like to have up until now, but look at this, 933 subscribers. They're officially on the road to 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that major milestone. And I see that we've just been on for about an hour, so if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone, especially from time to time. And then I will ask for one more favor, which is if you have the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly because it helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now. And it could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. I'm just laughing because I see the latest video that they put up is that's what she said. You know what, so this is obviously a gaming channel and they mix up a bit of the gaming here, but I got so excited because I found out actually this week. I'm not excited for the negative aspect of it, but apparently some hackers got into Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar's stuff and got some gameplay footage from the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6, which is probably still years in development, but I'm always happy to see that. I actually ran into a video about a year ago that I thought was an official trailer, and I went crazy and I sent it like out to my nephew and my son and everything. I'm like, guys, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming, and my son had to say, like, you didn't look at the date on that, it was April 1st. And I'm like, oh man. It takes forever for that game to come out. I forget if they said when it was Grand Theft Auto 4 or Grand Theft Auto 5 that it costed $800 million to make, but they brought back in $1 billion on day one or something like that. And I'm like, my dear goodness, the credit list on that is longer than a Star Wars movie. And anyway, this looks like Grand Theft Auto to me just a little bit, but I laugh at the title, that's what she said. So, we're going to go on break just for about 3 minutes, and when we get back, we are going to look at our next channel. I'll spin the wheel, we'll see who that's going to be, and I'm going to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list while we're in that 3-minute break. So we're going to look at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and we're looking at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. And I put a few more names onto the wheel. So Queen Tans is on there, all that fluff and stuff. Mark the Shark, Multi-Hunter, 247, and Cosmic Cultivators are all on the wheel. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but since we're streaming at an uncommon time, and because the stream didn't work in the first place, YouTube's not pushing it out the way it usually does. So we'll use those as our excuses for today, why it's not quite as busy as it usually is. But we're great to have as many channels in the chat as are here right now. Now, if anybody is watching or listening that has been here for a while and hasn't been on the wheel, just please keep in mind, especially if you're brand new to Superchat, that the wheel and the screen are run by basically a robot in the background in a roundabout sort of way, and it's much more about how active you are in the chat than time spent. So I don't mean to miss anybody, but as long as you're active in the chat, you should get added onto the Wheel of Doom. I see Trish the Natural has come in, and I also saw, so Experience Africans is here, and then Trish the Natural is another creator who's with us frequently, but they happen to be a member, so I put them right onto the wheel now that I've seen them. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve has 483 subscribers. Now, usually I would just say I'm going to take the latest video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list because I want to stay caught up, but now I want to see what they've done. So I hope this is not clickbait, but I see Bad Times on Good Times Homestead. But Jen from Good Times Homestead is so unbelievably supportive on all of my channels. As a matter of fact, we have had much good time on our copyright free music channel. They've hung out there very much, trying to support as much as they can. I see them out supporting other creators. They always engage conversation both here and everywhere that I see them when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams. So Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve are incredibly supportive, and they moved their family of 5 from California to north central Arkansas last year. They're country living, food growing, chicken raising, homeschooling, and enjoying God's creation, but they do a lot of different activities on their channel. We get a great look at their family life behind the channel as well. So I hope everybody will join them for that. Of course, we've got a lot of shorts, and I'm happy to see some of these are really getting some serious activity. This one's great, well over 4,000 subscribers, or 4,000 views. So there's new Scratch and PPA brought to my attention, and a lot of our attention actually. One of the videos that YouTube had put out to talk about the new monetization requirements for getting into the YouTube Partner Program. You still need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, or 1,000 subscribers and 10 million shorts views. Now, 10 million sounds like a huge number, but I can tell you that we have several moderators here in the Superchat family that have many tens of thousands, dozens of thousands, you know what I mean? I think Corinne's Life might have hit 80,000 or something like that, very close. Lots of creators with tens of thousands of views on their shorts. So while everybody can't expect that, there's a winning the lottery aspect to it, but if you're putting a lot of content out, eventually some of those videos will fly. It's happening all the time. We actually see that from Wolf Spirit Productions right now. They're doing really well. I think they said they gained 800 subscribers in the last 4 weeks or something because of the engagement they've been getting, and shorts are a big part of that. James Gipe is in the house, a longtime friend of TuberChat. Most of you already know that channel because he has, at last count, I saw 30,000 subscribers. I forget how high he's gotten now. I gotta go look. But that's another place where you can meet friends and family members in a similar way to what we do here. So Mr. Bones has 685 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. I tell this story often, but I had walked into a Have Cheetah Will View live stream, I think it was, at one point, and he was really giving a great description of how supportive Mr. Bones has been. Now, this is a creator who brings fun and a bit of comedy everywhere that they go. And I had seen Mr. Bones supporting others many times before they came into a Tuber Chat live stream, but they've been with us for quite some time now, and you see a lot of familiar faces on their front page here. But Mr. Bones has got their own brand of content on their channel, and have really built up quite a reputation as a supporter and a moderator. So when they talk about horror and collecting and things like that, a lot of their friends are doing a similar type of thing. But he always engages conversation, both here in Tuber Chat and everywhere that I see him as well. Random and Proud, good to see you in the house again. Thank you for coming in. And let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Since we're in the second half of the live stream, I will start moving a little bit faster through channels. We're usually not on at this time. I don't expect us to have been here for 2.5 hours by the time we're done, but we do have as long as everybody would like to stay, probably up to another half hour or 45 minutes if you would like. And then what we'll do is send everybody afterwards over to the Copyright Free Music channel, where we have a virtual 24-hour live stream running. You can meet more friends and family members there the same way that we do here, and there are link drops over there which are automated by Nightbot. You can do those yourself, and I know everybody likes that as well. Mark the Shark is here with 616 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Mark the Shark brings us a lot of different places. They brought us out on location for live streams. Sometimes they're at home. They happen to be a dog breeder, so we get to see a lot of these puppies and things like that as they grow up. We get story time, and he takes us out on the water. Not to mention he plays some online poker and does a lot better than I ever did at that, which is great to see his work as well. This video's got 10 minutes at work. I'm just going to grab this. It's actually 20 minutes, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I can see I'm behind, but I'm just going to get caught up. Mark the Shark, like I said, is a moderator over on that Copyright Free Music channel. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So let's look at Drew's Adventures right now. Now, I got to make sure that I've got the right one here, so I'm going to do in the chat what I usually do or mention to everybody, which is to match that avatar. If you look up Drew's Adventures right now, you're going to see the creator here. It's a great headshot, actually, very distinguishable, but then has the sunglasses on. It's easy to recognize. Now we're looking at this channel for the very first time, and I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos. I'll just take the latest one that they've put up, and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully this creator obviously is already subscribed, but hopefully they have our notification bell on as well so they don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 4 times a week, including once during the week, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Oh, yeah, all that fluff and stuff, it could be a little bit of a glitch. Yeah, especially if Rich New Design, once you hear that more than one creator's experiencing something weird, then it makes sense. I actually noticed a couple of changes today, or I noticed one change today, but I also haven't streamed in a few days, and as soon as I got ready to stream, literally when I was setting up, Streamlabs readjusted itself, and OBS on the music channel knocked the music channel off and everything else. So a lot of times these glitches or an upgrade from one major player in the YouTube community can cause a ripple effect through the whole system. And not that I want to whine and complain about it too much, but you know, every time we see some kind of an update from YouTube, it seems that something doesn't want to work perfectly. And I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying it's every single time, even though I did just say that, but it seems to be most of the time. Most of the glitches that YouTube has settled themselves within a few days, At the latest, it's a couple of weeks, and they usually get things sorted out. And then we're looking at Trish the Natural right now. This is another member, so of course she was put on the wheel as soon as she got into the chat right now. With 460 subscribers, we'd love to push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. Pardon me, I'm just getting over a cough. So Trish the Natural is going to talk to us about natural hair care and other beauty products, tips, and tricks as well. She does expand into other things like wigs and weaves and a lot more beauty, especially when it comes to products. But the bulk of what we're going to find on this channel revolves around natural hair care. One of the things that I love talking about with this channel is the fact that this creator's done a great job with presentation. First of all, she's a dynamic host. You can see that right away. But as well, the thumbnails are obviously really well done. Those bright, bold headshots are going to make this creator extremely recognizable very quickly. And then as well, the minimalist look while still putting the text on the thumbnail, I think is very impactful and makes them very clickable. So time will tell, we'll see, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. Trish the Natural has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding TuberChat. One of the things I'll ask from everybody is if you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly here, of course, and even I have to be reminded to give the thumbs up once in a while, especially when I'm on a phone. And then all that fluff and stuff is on right now. This is another creator from Australia. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, please just let me know. I'm going to get Random and Proud on there right now. And as long as you're active in the chat, we'll get you onto the wheel right away. We've still got as much time as everybody would like. We could probably be here up to another 15-20 minutes, maybe even half an hour if you'd like. So all that fluff and stuff has 1,340 subscribers or so right now. This creator started out by bringing us on the water more than anything else. They were bringing us mud crabbing, snorkeling, reef fishing, and a lot of other water activities. They started getting into some live streaming as well, and then they started breaking off into much more content. So one of the things we see is the fact that they've got all three types here. They've got shorts, videos, and streams. One of the suggestions that they make is to put out a shorts video to promote your long form content. But then as well, they're putting out a lot of videos, and again, streaming. They've done some cooking, and then they've been joined by other people on their streams as well. That I remember a stream on the water for that. I've got to catch up with a couple of these newer videos, but I'm going to grab one and put it in my catch-up list right now. That will give me the chance to do that, and I hope everybody will connect. All that fluff and stuff is another creator who's been extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated as a supporter. And then, yeah, Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. We're going to start doing probably one stream per week on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. They might not always be as late as this, but for the next few weeks they might be. But I can't do streams on Fridays for a while now, so we're going to try to mix it up a little bit. Willoway Ranch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been a dear friend to TuberChat from the very beginning. I've probably been connected to them for about 2.5 years, maybe longer as a matter of fact. They've literally been with TuberChat from the beginning, and were so unbelievably supportive in the early days of TuberChat that they were the very first creator to have been selected to be featured on out of the TuberChat family on episode number 2. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. He actually has 4 channels now, but I'll show you 2 of them. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is his main channel, and then he's got a gaming and live streaming channel. which I'll show you when we get him up. I've got him on the wheel right now because he happens to be a member. So Random and Proud is here with 264 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. This is another channel I'm still getting to know. We haven't had them on the screen too often, but what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos, the magnet fishing video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and what that will allow me to do is go through their content a little bit more. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that over time I get to know the channels better. Over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams, I get to know the content better. And if you'd like to connect on the outside social networks, I always enjoy getting to know creators behind the channels as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time, and I love talking YouTube. On this channel, Random and Proud, we're going to find fishing, metal detecting, cooking, life with Frank, vacations, and hopefully a lot more. They're actually, I keep forgetting this, they're a fellow Canadian. They're only about 4 hours away from me in Windsor. And then I guess they spend some time in Northern Ontario as well. Like I said, I'm still getting to know them. They do have a TikTok channel you can find on their About page also. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And again, if anybody's listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you on the wheel right away. And we're going to look at Multi-Hunter 247 right now. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams as much as I can, I run into this creator regularly, like constantly supporting others. They are unbelievably supportive to others and engaging conversation in other people's live streams and things like that. I'm just going to take another video from them. I'll take the longer of the two latest ones and put that in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with you here. Multi-Hunter 247 has 488 subscribers. They're bringing us a lot of shorts. I don't think they've started live streaming yet. And forgive me, I've probably said this many times before because I'm still going through a few channels getting to know whether they stream. But that might be an idea for the future. This is Nick. Their channel will mainly be dedicated to hunting, but other random stuff at times as well. And definitely a fan of the outdoors. So they come to us from the camping, fishing, homesteading, outdoors collection of channels. And Queen Tens, no, you haven't been on the screen yet, but I do have your name on the wheel. So we'll be looking at you soon. Tristan Bell is on the wheel as well. Just keep in mind for anybody, whether you've been here many times before, if you happen to be fairly new, the wheel and the screen are run basically with the help of a robot in the background that keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's much more about engagement and conversation here than it is about time spent. It's possible for creators to spend over 2 hours in a Superchat live stream and for us not to get to their channel. In most cases, especially on the weekends, we can't get to every channel that comes in because Superchat's been here for a while now and it's just gotten way too busy. It might be interesting to know that in most live streams, we have over 100 channels that will come through in a 2 to 2.5 hour period, but 5 to 10% of those channels are always brand new every single day. So there's always new channels to meet and longtime friends that are seasoned, YouTubers to be able to draw inspiration from. And then, thank you everybody for the reminders on those likes. I appreciate that. Tristan Bell is up right now with 1,100 subscribers. They've actually got that locked in. They're well on their way towards 1,200 right now. Tristan Bell's a longtime friend. It's been a while since they've been here, and I can see I'm behind with them. I see your latest videos are quite short, but I'm going to take one of your latest TikTok compilation videos, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will help me just catch up. I just want to see what you've got there. Tristan Bell is another creator who I've seen out supporting others many times. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I'm always happy to see other creators supporting each other. And I've run into Tristan Bell literally countless times. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see today, then I'll ask for your patience, but I really do appreciate it. Just please mention what you wanted me to see again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. We're going to get to Willow Way Ranch, and I'll make one more last call. If there's anybody listening or watching, we should have about 21 people listening or watching right now. I know a couple people are probably running the stream in the background, and I do appreciate that also. But if you are listening or watching and have been waiting to be on the wheel or screen and haven't been on there yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. We'll get you on right away. Today's featured channel, by the way, is Rich New Design, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. They can help when it comes to all of the technical aspects of presentation with YouTube, whether it's animation or graphic design or video editing or audio and sound design as well. Rich New Design does a lot of live streaming and is an advocate for helping others grow also. Willow Way Ranch is here with 414 subscribers, a military family that brings us a lot of homesteading type content on their channel. I see a StreamYard panel over here. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos though. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's from yesterday. And Willow Way Ranch is also known as somebody who wants to help others grow. They have a homestead and try to do things to become as self-sufficient as possible. They do gardening, foraging, cows, chickens, dogs, canning, building, sawmill, fruit trees, berries, sewing crafts, and other things as well. So a husband and wife with a 5-year-old, but a lot of military service throughout the family that we can learn about when we get there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Willow Way Ranch, like I said, is an advocate for helping others grow. So you'll meet more friends and family members with them. Sister Winnie is somebody who is becoming quite a dear friend and supporter to Tuber Chat. They come over to our music channel just about every single day to help us out by giving us a thumbs up, and I really do appreciate that kind of support. More than the support that I gain from that, I find it to be heartwarming to know that there are people out there willing to help others, because if anybody's willing to do anything for me, I know that they're willing to do that for others, and there are a lot of other people willing to do that as well. I've seen so much generosity in the last couple of years ever since starting the Tuber Chat live streams, and I'm happy to see that. But Sister Winnie is somebody who comes by here in Tuber Chat often and then supports on the music channel just about every single day. I really do appreciate that very, very much. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other. For the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm just getting Sister Winnie onto our wheel. We still got a few names on there. Cosmic Cultivators is there with Queen Tans and Kid Wonder. Nikki D Music and More is, pardon me, is a longtime friend, oh, pardon me, of Tuber Chat. I'm just getting over a cough, but it's almost done. I'm hoping tomorrow's the last day. I'm hoping today's the last day, but it might be tomorrow. Nikki D Music and More has 136 subscribers on this channel. She's actually got 2 different channels. She brings us a lot of variety, a bit of music, some singing, and a lot of familiar faces here on the featured channels list. I wonder if I'm going to just take this latest video. Yeah, this is her latest one. I'm going to take this and put this into my catch-up list. I always like seeing some of these, right? Facts about me or get to know me type videos. She's got some shorts videos here. Hopefully some of these start to pick up some serious views as well. And then I'm just going to look at Nikki D Official and see what she's got going on the other channel there. Nikki D has been doing a ton of live streaming, as a matter of fact. Oh, look at that, 136 subscribers on both channels at the same time, an exact same count. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. So hopefully everybody will connect with her here. And then I'm just going to go through the latest videos and see what I can do here. It's been a... Yeah, she just put a video up yesterday. So she's cross-promoting both channels, which is cool. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. You can see she's active on the other social networks as well, Instagram and Twitter in particular. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Sister Winnie, of course, wants to motivate us in a spiritual way. We're going to look at her channel right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Warm Strong Adventures is a travel channel that's got some brand new content for us, actually. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. Sister Winnie's coming up right now, well over 1,200 subscribers, and actually got that locked in and well on the way towards 1,300. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos at the river. I love seeing boats, that's for sure. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list and see what they got going on here. And like I said, more than anything, they want to motivate us in a spiritual way, but they're bringing a lot of variety as well. It's great to see these outdoor videos, giving us a look around. They've got a lot of shorts, and a couple of these are picking up a bit of activity. Hopefully we'll see much more as well. I'm just going to spin the wheel. We're moving pretty quickly now, and I'm going to grab a link actually for where we're going next. And for those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And it's available on all major platforms, but we have a 24-hour virtual live stream running over there where you can meet more friends and family members the same way that you do here in Superchat. There are link drops over there done by Nightbot. You can just type those in yourself. Nightbot will drop your link. I know lots of people like that. Sister Winnie's over there frequently, as a matter of fact. Kid Wonder's coming up right now, and this is a creator who has been with me for over 2.5 years. It's probably getting closer to 3 years now. Since long before Superchat had started. And as a matter of fact, Kid Wonder was so unbelievably supportive of me and of Superchat when I started that they were the very first creator to be selected out of the Superchat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Superchat. That was 465 episodes ago, if you can imagine that. And after all this time, Kid Wonder's still coming by to support as often as they can. He's got 4 different channels. I'll show you 2 of them right now. So Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has over 18,000 subscribers. He's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to take his latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up. And I'm just going to show you Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream. This is a channel where he does a lot of, obviously, gaming and live streaming. This particular game from the latest video is actually a game that him and I collaborated on. So he's played that many times before. It's called 8-Ball Pool. And it's a game I used to play on my own. Like, it's a coincidence. Years ago, I was playing that, you know, when you're, like, waiting at a, I don't know, bus stop or doctor's office or, you know, airport or different places that we wait, and playing games and stuff like that. I used to play it a little bit, and I noticed that Kid Wonder was playing it, and I used to joke for a while. I'm like, hey, we should collaborate, we should play. And one night I caught him while he was live streaming. He had just started, and I say, okay, that's it, I'm coming in right now. And we played for about an hour. So if you want to see Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream mop the floor with Superchat on this pool game, you can head over there, and I hope you'll search that out. He's got over 3,000 subscribers on this channel as well, and fully monetized on both. Lots of ways to support him when we get there, including super chats and memberships. So I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I did drop the link already for the 24-hour, our virtual 24-hour live stream that runs on our copyright-free music channel, so you can go over there and visit if you would like, and continue meeting more friends and family members the same way that we do here. There might be a couple people over there already. Tiffany Johnson, Lava Shark, is there just about every day. James Geip just went through and marked the shark as a moderator over there, actually. Warmstrong Adventures is a travel channel. So this creator brought us on a cruise, and they showed us all aspects of that. We've looked at this many times. They've got a lot of shorts videos as well, but they've recently been putting up some new content as well. So I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list, and we'll be looking forward to more travel videos from Warmstrong Adventures. But this is somebody who came into the Tuberchat community just blazing with engagement and support for others. They've also been over on our copyright-free music channel many times before, trying to support there, and I really do appreciate what everybody's doing over there on that channel. So Warmstrong Adventures, now over 200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I see that Good Times Homestead and Mitchie Boo are both over there as well. So thanks for coming over. You can meet more friends and family members there, and there's a simple command. We always have it pinned so that you can remember what that is. But if you just literally type an exclamation mark with link, you get your link drop by Nightbot over there. We don't do it here in Tuberchat for another reason, but over on the music channel, we like having that available for everybody, and there's kind of a video game going, and you can really interact with that channel. So Cosmic Cultivators is up right now, and this is another homesteading channel. One of the things we find from a lot of the creators behind the homesteading, gardening, farming, ranching, outdoor camping, and those types of channels is that these creators seem to have an instinct to want to share resources and knowledge, not just with each other, but to everybody in their communities as well. And I'm always happy to see that kind of generosity. I see they're getting some action on some of their shorts videos right now, so I hope that keeps up. And then as well, they're doing a ton of live streaming by the look of it, at least once a week. And then I'm just going to hit their videos tab and grab their latest apple crisp, low carb, no sugar. And I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That'll be interesting to see, because I do like apple crisp as much as probably anybody does. But to find a no sugar, low carb one is really something else. So we'll look at that and see what they got going on with that. We'll spin the wheel. Cosmic Cultivators is a couple is trying to be self-sufficient as possible, becoming avid gardeners, and along the way they want to teach us how to upcycle loads of stuff and then put them to use in the garden, if that makes sense. I still have a lot to learn from a lot of these creators. They do astrophotography with their telescope, and that's very cool. Hoping they can live stream eventually that as well, the moon, planet, and stars. And that'll be interesting. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that's still coming. But they've got a lot of variety on their channel, and Cosmic Cultivators have been here with Tuberchat many times before. So the last channel that we're going to look at today is Queen Tans, and this is a brand new channel for Tuberchat, somebody who we're looking at for the very first time. 172 subscribers. I hope everybody will give them a warm welcome into the Tuberchat family by connecting with them and pushing them a little bit farther towards the 200 we know they must be thinking about. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take this 9-minute video, add this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, and the next day or two I will watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent, especially in such an uncommon time for our live stream, but we're expecting to do one per week on either a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday around this time for a little while, and then we'll mix up those times as we can. And as always, we expect to be back Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So right now I'm going to leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so you can clean up your connections here, and then I hope you'll come over and join us on the copyright free music channel. That link is pinned, but I'll drop it again in another moment. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.